saying no can feel dangerous, even when it isn't. And I don't mean dangerous like your life is in danger, right? Um, Dangerous as in like that's how our body is responding to it. And it's not because that we're doing something wrong, it's that our body reads that as a risk. And for a lot of people, boundaries don't come naturally. They feel threatening. And that's why saying no feels unsafe, even when it's healthy and it's something that we should be doing more often. We learn early that keeping others happy is a form of keeping us safe, right? We learn to prioritize others' needs to avoid any conflict, to be agreeable because that's what felt like the right thing to do. Right? What about us? What about our needs? So over time, saying yes becomes your automatic. You become that yes person, that people pleaser. And then you don't even remember why you continued to say yes when you should have said no to something. And then thinking of even saying no after that becomes automatic, it starts to feel risky. Like, well, what's going to happen if I do say no? How are they going to react? What do I need to say afterwards? You feel like you have to be prepared for that explanation to justify why you are saying no or setting this boundary. And part of that is also a fear out of disappointing people. We don't want to feel like a disappointment. We don't want other people to be disappointed in us. Again, that talks a lot about our external validation that I've spoken about before, when we need a little bit more of that internal validation. This leads to anxiety and resentment, and we're chronically self-sacrificing ourselves for others. And when we're always saying yes to that person, people don't get a chance to support us, right? Because we're supporting everybody else. They don't even know that we potentially need support. We're too busy, trying to keep everybody else afloat. No is a complete ass sentence. N-O, period. There's no negotiating. It's not a defense. Just no. You don't need a perfect reason to honor your limits either. It can speak for itself. Boundaries aren't about pushing people away, right? A lot of times we feel like I've talked about boundaries being walls that people perceive them, or that we're being selfish. And that's not it at all. We're protecting our energy to put into things that are meaningful to us. You want to make sure that our attention goes where it's needed, not just for others, but ourselves. And each time we say no, when we have meant to say yes in the past, we're building self-trust back with ourselves, right? So instead of tearing it down every time we say yes to somebody else, when we say no or we set a boundary, we're building that back up for ourselves because we're honoring ourselves. Boundaries can also reveal reciprocity, right? That, I want to explain this. Who respects your limits and who doesn't, right? Because it's a give and take. Thinking about those things, about your boundaries, because why finger guns? But here I am. Ask yourself, like, where are you saying no out of fear instead of out of alignment with yourself and what matters to you? Where is that yes out of that fear coming from? What might change if you trusted yourself enough to say no and let it stand on its own? Again, full stop, period, nothing else. Don't apologize. So think about it. Hope this helps. Okay, bye.